Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Taryn with Crafty Vibes by Taryn. Remember we did this SVG for t-shirt. This is my Hallmark Christmas movies watching shirt. Well, I want to show you how to manipulate this file so that you can print it bigger for a bigger shirt. I like 2X shirts, so I'll resize this file to fit what I feel is appropriate for a 2X shirt. So if you haven't downloaded this file, go ahead and download the file by sharing and downloading. Let's hit share. Then you can do download. I've already downloaded the file, so I'm not going to do it again. But PNG and download. We've already made this file. If you haven't made this file, I'll link the other video in the comments. So once we've downloaded the file, I'm going to use Word to manipulate the file. I like to kind of manipulate things in Word. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go to Layout. I'm going to change the margins. And if you do custom 0000 top bottom left right, it'll default to 0.12 all over. I'll show you. Custom margins, we want 0 0 0 0. Okay, so it says some margins are outside the printable area of the page. Try moving those margins inside the printable area. Click fix and it defaults to 0.12. So we're going to use that. Then we're going to change the landscape to, or the orientation to landscape, which means the page is wider, more wider than it is longer. Okay. The size should be legal, 8.5 by 14 inches. Okay. So now that my page is set up, I can go ahead and insert my picture. So I'm clicking on insert pictures from this device because I just downloaded it. So I'm going to go to downloads and we're going to do, this is my Hallmark Christmas movies watching shirt. Okay. So the first thing I want to show you is, the first thing I notice is white space. If you print this shirt, if you print this file just the way it is, you're going to have a lot of white space. So what I want to do is I want to remove some of the white space. As it is, it's 8.26 by 11.56, which we're going to change completely. Okay. So in order to do this, while the picture is selected, and you know it's selected because I have these little circles, they're called move handles, they're there. If I click out of it, they're not there, and the picture tab goes away. So to get it back, just click in there and the picture format tab comes back up. Okay, so we're going to click crop, or you can click on the icon above crop, and it changes your move handles to this. These little black lines. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to find the point to where I can move this without moving my document. So, and what I mean by, if I move it this way, this part won't be, this part here, it won't be added to the document. So I don't want to take anything away. I'm just going to make sure. See how this is, that K? See how that is? That won't be added. So I'm just going to move it over a little bit so that we want all of our document in there. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is move it up just a little bit. And I'm going to find my point. This is this green tree. So, meaning if I move it all the way over here, part of the green tree won't be added. See? the part of the green tree that's taken away. Well, I want my green tree, so I'm just going to move it over a little bit. If I can. Yeah. Move it over some more. Okay, so that all of my tree, I'm going to move it over a little bit more. All of my tree is there. The words are there. Everything is there. Okay, so I'm going to click out of it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this wider. So click in there to get my move handles in there. And this time picture format didn't come up for me. So I can just click here and the tab comes up. Over here, I want to click this little button here, which is an advanced setting. I'm going to click that and I'm going to click or unselect lock aspect ratio. That means I can move the height without moving the width, or I can move the width without moving the height. So what I want to do is move the width, because my shirt is going to be a 2X. I want it about a 12. I want it pretty large. So what I'm going to do, right now this would be 8 by 12. That's not what I want. I want this part to be a little bit bigger. So with this like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and I'm going to click copy. And I'm going to click over here, press enter, and control V or right click and paste so that I can make another, now that I have two images, right? Okay. So the next thing I want to do, and stay with me, it'll make sense in a little bit. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to get rid of Hallmark Christmas movies watching shirt and the crown. Well, I'm not going to get rid of all the crown, but I'll end up cutting the crown out of the document. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the picture. I'm going to go to picture format and I'm going to go to crop. And this time I'm going to use this part. I'm on the first picture. I'm going to use this part of the picture and I'm just going to move up. And I'm going to move up to where I get all of Hallmark, or I'm making sure I get all of the truck. Okay. Press enter. So this is my first image. This little stuff right here, the crown part, don't worry about that because I am going to cut that. Okay. So now when I click my picture, it tells me that this part, well, it doesn't tell me anything. I got to click on picture format again. So it tells me that this part is 4.69 inches long and 12 inches wide. While I like the width, I want it to be a little bit longer. So I am going to click the up arrow and I'll make it 5 inches. 5 inches long. Okay, let's make it 5.5. 5.5 inches long. Okay. Now, scroll down to the second page. The second page, I'm going to click the picture so that I can work with this picture, and notice that this picture isn't formatted. Remember, don't worry about this because when we print it, I'm going to cut this out. I can put a white box there, but I'll just cut it out. Okay, so the second page, same image. I'm going to do the same thing, but instead I'm going to crop and I'm going to move the top part all the way down to I get to a little bit to the truck. This time I want to include the crown. This time I'm including the crown, but I am going to cut out the tires. Okay, so this is the part I need. As long as we have this, I'm fine. I click here, go to picture format again, and this is 3.9 by 12. 3.9 plus 5.5 will give us about a 9-inch long shirt or design. So I want it to be a little bit longer. So I'm going to click my box, make sure it's selected with the move handles. If your move handles are not there, just click anywhere on the design, it comes up. I am going to click the up arrow here to, let's do 5 and 5.5 because this is a little bit smaller than this. This is my Hallmark Christmas movies watching shirt. So for a t-shirt that's what, 2X large, this design will be perfect. So what I'm going to do now, this is the design that I want. I'm sticking with this design. So select your image. Select your image. We're on the layout tab. Over here, we're going to go to rotate and flip horizontal. I have got to set this to automatically do this because I will forget to do it every time. So now it's all like that. So now I'm going to go to file. Now I go to print and it's ready. I have my sublimation printer set and I am going to print. Because it is wireless, it says your print request will be sent over the internet. Do you want to continue? I do. Okay. So I'll be back to show you once it's printed how I'm going to cut out this part and how I will cut out this part. Just basic cut. That's all it is. And I'll put it together and I will print it and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay. Hey y'all, this is my two cut images taped together on my t-shirt. It's ready to be pressed. So we're going to go ahead and press it. The settings I used on my sublimation t-shirts are 400 degrees for 60 seconds. And that's my setting that works for me. This is a key point. This is how you can tell that your sublimation ink has transferred to your t-shirt. It shows through. You can now see the image. So now you're ready to peel it off. This is after we've pressed it for 400 degrees for 60 seconds. See how you can see it? It shows. That's how you know your image is ready. So this is the transition of what the image looks like. I went from this, which is the regular paper, to the image being inked in on my shirt, to this. This is the actual shirt with the image on it. Isn't that neat? I love it. And here is the final product. I need to learn how to take better pictures, but you can see that my image is proportionately correct. It's not too small for my shirt. This is a 2X shirt. It's a cricket shirt too. It's not too small for my shirt, neither is it too big. It is just right for my shirt. Okay. And that's it. I've linked the video of me actually creating the file. So if you want to view it and create your own shirt, feel free to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I wish you all a very happy holiday. Bye bye.